All right, what's going on, and welcome back to another Real Talk. As I give the Most High all the honor, the glory, and definitely all the praise and worship. I've been doing a few video response videos back today, and this is for you, White Ram. You say you're a white man. I'm looking at your email this morning, and powerful email. You're a white man. You know you got two boys, and you're raising them. You know, like you say, out of guilt. You know, because you and the mom is not together. To make a long story short, y'all got divorced. You know, you got custody of the boys. But I want to title this video, White Mike, I wasn't raised with options. Now, I don't see color. Let's get that right off top, you know. And it's just, I love when people reach out to me with videos like this, because these videos like this are so easy to do. You said, how can I gain back my child's respect? First of all, I'm gonna say this, brother. There is a big difference in the way y'all raise y'all kids and the way we raise our kids. The way I was brought up. Let me just say it like this, because I even see in my race some people still trying to be their kid's friend. But the biggest mistake parents make is when they stop trying to be the parent and start trying to be their child's friend, and you raise them out of guilt like you're doing. That's why I want to title this video once again, I wasn't raised with options. It wasn't no such thing as I'm not going to eat this today, or mama ain't going to put my jacket on, I ain't going to clean up the room. I'm not going to, not wasn't a word in my mouth coming up. It was, this is what you're going to do. I'm not going to take out the trash. No, I will still be picking my teeth up off the ground. They didn't play that. And that showed us how to be responsible, how to take care of ourselves, how to learn how to be independent instead of dependent and dependent on somebody all the time. And when you raise a child up with guilt and you wonder why they disrespecting, and as they get older, the disrespect get more and more disrespectful because you have allowed that to go on. See, you have to put your foot down as a parent, especially with dealing with two boys. These boys are very aggressive. You know, I tell my wife this stuff all the time. Boys are very aggressive. Very aggressive. And think about the baby mentality. When a baby comes into this world, a baby is already, you know, on a gimme, gimme, gimme. Give me my food. Change my diaper. You know, and it's sad that when they get older, you will let a child control you versus you telling your child what to do. That I can't relate to that. I can't relate to that. And that's why I want to do this video response back to you, because it was just too much to put back in writing. And I know you say you don't have no problem with me just speaking the truth. Well, that's what I'm gonna do anyway. I wasn't raised with options like that. If my mom said have your butt in this house at 6 o'clock, I better be there at 5:55. You see what I'm saying? If she said you're not going somewhere, it wasn't me copping no fit, throwing attitude and swinging at my mama. You know, nor my grandmothers, nor my dad, nor my granddaddy. They did not play that. So nowadays, children got so many options that they are telling their parents what to do. And I'm not talking about all people are doing this in their house, but a lot of people are letting their child tell them what to do. And I, for one, once again, I can never relate to that. I will never relate to that. You know, I think about my childhood days. See, we got whooped by anybody, Mike. If I was in school, we got whooped by the principal, the teacher, the person even working in the cafeteria could have came out there and whooped us. The principal, it didn't matter. It in the neighborhood, it didn't matter. At church, it didn't matter. See, those days are gone now. In a lot of ways, you know. You didn't need permission to whoop us back then. It was you got whooped. And then when your parents got home from work, you got whooped again. Even the Bible says what? Don't spare the rod. A lot of parents have, and especially when you're doing this, you know what you're doing? You're going against the Bible. You're going against the Bible. So I tell people this all the time. If you're going to train up a child in the way they should go, then you have to train them up right. People always say there's no instructions on how to raise a child. Well, the Bible shows you how to raise a child if you catch the scriptures, you know. And if you are a man following the Most High, you're going to have discipline in the house. And that's what's wrong in a lot of places, in a lot of homes, I should say. There is no discipline. So once again, like I said, and I'm going to say it again, there wasn't no options for us growing up. You know, when they said no, they no meant no, they yes meant yes, and they maybe sometime meant no to an extent. It depend on how good we acted, you know, because there was consequences when we acted good, and there was major consequences when we acted bad. So all this giving your children all these options, I see people doing this all the time, and I just shake my head, you know. And then they had a nerve to turn back and look at me and say, can you believe my child did me like that? They told me no, or they kicked me, or they swung at me. Yeah, I can believe they did that. You know why? Because you allowed it to go on. You didn't put your foot down. You ain't been putting your foot down. See, that right there, that's being weak parents, you know. That's weak. Ain't no way in hell none of my children is gonna control me and tell me what they gonna do. When they get to that point, then, hey, you need to leave home, you know. You need to, bye-bye. You grown enough to talk back and be like that, then you need to pay your own bills, buy your own food, put your own clothes on your own back, and get out there on your own, and you'll see how hard it is in this life. See, I left home at 18, brother. I was, after I graduated, I left home and never looked back, you know. And I'm glad I left when I left, and it showed me how to be responsible. I got out there as the man, like the man I am now, still making the way, still paying bills, loving what I do, loving having my own, you know. So that's what makes you responsible. We have to teach a child, and you know what that's going to do, brother? I hate to tell you like this, but that's going to spoil the hell out of that child, male or female. When you spoil a child like that, I did a video about this years ago, that child is going to be rotten, that child is going to be disrespectful, and if they're not careful, the penitentiary going to have them. Spoil kids who grow up to be spoiled grown adults who are used to just being users. They just keep using people. They take. They never give. They take because that's the same mentality they had when they was little. Stop giving your children all these options. Be the parent and not the friend. I'm going to say it again. Be the parent and not the friend. If you're going to stand bold, stand bold. If you ain't going to stand bold, you ain't going to stand at all. So once again, I know you white, and in my race, I'm just have to say this again before I close out. Brother, we wasn't raised like that. Options was not around for me. You know, it wasn't around for me. When they said go to bed, that's what they meant, go to bed. And if you try to sneak back up and cut that TV on, consequences. I'm going to say it like I want to say it. You got your ass whooped. You got your ass whooped. And if you wasn't careful, you got your ass whooped 2 times in a row. See, this is another point I'm going to make before I close out. We didn't have all this technology. See, technology is ruining a lot of young people, man. And a lot of people not even understanding. We talked about this on the live chat last night. They're not understanding how deep this technology is, and it's brainwashing, you know. It's so many little kids now to the point where what they watching on their phones and iPhones and internet and stuff is a reflection on why they acting like they act. They see the disrespect in the movies and stuff, so they try it on their parents. I wish they would in my house. I'd be like, Bernie Mac, I ain't scared of you. I try to tell you something. I will go Bernie Mac postal on them in a heartbeat, you know. But it's all out of love. There's nothing wrong with tough love. Even the Bible say a good whooping to keep your child out of hell. That's the scriptures ain't nobody really want to teach you no. Don't really want to teach y'all no more. Because, oh man, don't whoop your child. You living in this not whooping child generation now. Well, that don't apply to me. My wife would tell you anybody in the house can get it, including Dee Dee. And if I ain't right, whoop the hell up out of me. I love being around people who gonna tell you when you're wrong, show you where you're wrong, and doing it out of love and spiritually discerning you. We need more of that around, brother. So once again, I wasn't raised with those options. I'm never gonna understand that. It wasn't a part of my life, and I'm already making sure it ain't gonna be a part of none of my children's life. When you train up a child like that, you training up a monster. And them the same kids that come back and kill their parents. Same kids that in the room building bombs and stuff. Same kids that don't know how to treat nobody right because they've been so spoiled and so messed up all their life. So once again, you can keep trying to raise them that way. How do you gain your child respect? Did your child ever respect you is the question. Did they ever respect you when you raised them like that? You know, I look at my little bitty son. I look at him all the time, every day. I watch him like a hawk every day. And he is very smart, but he's also very conniving. He's slick, just like little kids are when they that age. You know, 2 going on 2 years old. Very slick. But even as slick as he is, the training that I have put in Baby J, he knows I don't be playing with him. He know that he'll try me, but he know what's at the end of that trying, because I'm gonna bust him up. Old folks say I'm bust your head for the white meat. We don't mean beating our kids and, you know, putting them in the grave, but we mean whooping them and letting them know why we whooping them and showing them where they wrong at. That's why I don't play no games with my children, you know, and I love them to death. And that's why I do them that way, because I love them. And if you love your child the way you say you love your child, well, what comes with love? Discipline. Think about it, if the Most High would let us get away with anything and we didn't have no discipline from the Most High, yeah. How would we really be? I can't wrap my mind around the concept of somebody letting their child tell them what to do. Somebody child swinging at them, kicking them, telling them they ain't gonna eat. Oh, I'm gonna put you in timeout, Billy. No, they took time out to whoop our ass. That was our timeout. So I don't know nothing about no going to no timeout, you know. And I'm gonna take your video game away from me. Here, ain't what video game? Here, ain't what video game? You know, see, when you put a child in timeout now, you put them in their domain where everything is at. Oh, they got this over here, they got that over there. Well, they can't watch TV, but they got so much other stuff they can watch and play with. I can't relate to it, brother. So once again, I wasn't raised with options. I was raised as, this is what y'all gonna do, this is what y'all gonna eat, and y'all better wash them dishes, y'all better clean up that backyard, y'all better clean up that room, and let me come home and that stuff ain't done. Consequences. I'll leave you with that. Have a blessed day.